From the very beginning of Trillium, even the 3 leaves on the Trillium flower, it wasn't for the 3 merged organization. The naming conventions around that were children, families, and communities. It's in our DNA. So when we think about who the client is, we look at it that broadly and organize our services and supports in ways that support, again, children and families, but within the context of their community and the lives that they're leading.
You know, when I was a therapist for Trillium, of course I provided individual and family therapy, but I think what I did most was a lot of this additional advocacy and whole person healthcare work. So I would be, yes, providing individual and family therapy, but I was also maybe helping a mother who was on the verge of being evicted from their housing. If you're not working on all of those dynamic elements together, then you're not really able to stabilize a youth and a family. And without that, where are you going with the treatment plan?
We want to be a social impact organization that's moving the needle in the right ways that best supports kids, families, and communities. And I think that takes into account their health and wellness, but also the health of the community around them.
Those prevention services are so key to that because we're trying to help families recognize from the beginning how important their mental health is, that it's just as important as their physical health, and how those can be tied together.
Whole person health is about looking beyond your piece of the pie and working with the youth and the family on their overall health and wellness. And at Trillium, the way we do that is we forge a connection with the youth and families.
I would say our teams are very adaptive in any situation and find opportunities to boost the health of the community. And the communities, as our teams in the community identify it, are from a micro to a macro level. So these are the individuals, the families, the local housing communities, and then the maybe town or city that we're also supporting. So I think the biggest part of revolutionizing healthcare for us is to understand the work and understanding that learning and growth never ends. And our teams do a really great job of that.
Trillium is revolutionizing healthcare because we are pretty consistently standing in the front lines, trying to be innovative, trying to be constantly growing, trauma-informed, really looking at the full continuum of services and working with children and families who are in crisis, all the way down to children and families who need some prevention, some intervention in an outpatient basis.
Trillium really gave us hope. It really was the first time in a very long time that our son was being seen as a human. I apologize. So it gave us hope that he could have a future that would not be filled with struggles to the level that he had had up to that point. And it also began to heal some of those relationships that had been impacted because of that in our families.
Trillium is building brighter futures with families every single day, and it really has a ripple effect. So I wake up every morning and I think, how can we help that family? And then I know that there's a ton of Trillium staff out there that also wake up every morning ready to help individuals, families, and it builds. And then we have partners that really see us. We're building throughout Oregon. We're making brighter futures for families.
I am so excited about our future and our possibilities for growth and change over time. We've always been responsive to the needs of individual families in the community, and we will continue to do so. We cannot do this alone, and we need our partners, both internally at Trillium and in the community, the school systems, and the other specialty partners that have walked alongside us during the pandemic. We're so excited for a period of some stability, of smart growth, of continuing to lean into each other for support, and looking forward to what the future holds.